Good afternoon, everybody. It's Shana Recker here from Girlfriend's Guide to Network Marketing, and happy Wednesday. I'm excited today because I have a topic that I wanted to chat with you guys about. This is something that I'm listening to multiple different personal development things right now, and this is also some of this comes from experience. But it's funny because the few different things I listen to an audiobook when I'm walking my dog, I have another audiobook in my car, and then I'm actually physically reading a book as well. And that's not uncommon for me to have multiple things on the go. But the funny thing is that the same message is being shared in all three of the things that I'm reading right now. And it's kind of a coincidence. So I feel like that it's a message that I'm needing to hear, and yet I think it's a message that I want to share and deliver to all of you. So if you are just joining me here right now, welcome. Welcome. I'd love to hear from you. Where are you coming in from? And I love to be able to say hi to some of the followers who are on here. Today we're going to talk about skills. We're going to talk about failure and even attitude and what all of those things have to do with your success. And so I've got a couple things I'm going to share. I've got a great little analogy, and I'm just going to give you my own points of view on it as well. So if you're just joining me, welcome, and I can't wait to jump into this awesome topic with you. So first of all, let's talk about skills. As you know, in the business of network marketing, hi Gia from Boston, a place I've never been to, but I'd love to see it sometime. Welcome. So let's talk about skills first. In anything we do in life, anything, whether it's learning, how to, do something like art, or learning how to rollerblade, or I don't even know where rollerblading came from, but learning something new, there's skills that go with that we have to learn to be able to do that thing well. And we know in network marketing, there are a ton of different skills that we have to learn to find success in this business. I mean, we all follow Eric Worre. I think most of you follow Eric Worre. He even wrote a book about the 7 skills. And so some of those skills include prospecting, inviting, presenting, follow-up leadership, so many other things. So those are the things that we need to learn about to be able to find success in our business. But learning about them isn't how we get good at them. Isn't really learning about them is just one small piece of how we accomplish and learn new skills. The biggest thing that needs to take place in learning a new skill is actually taking the action once you've taken the time to learn the skill. And that's one of the big pieces that sometimes people miss and I've seen this happen in my business before, where somebody comes in and they're new to network marketing and they're new to this whole style of business. Maybe they were, into something completely different before they found network marketing. And so the whole business of it is a new thing for them. And they know that there's skills they have to learn. And so what they do is they take months to try and learn everything before they'll actually take action in their business. And that is a huge mistake in this business. And sometimes we can coach people and share with them, listen, no, the best way to do this is to just take action. But sometimes people don't understand that so much. And so really, to learn and master a skill in anything we do, we have to read about it, we have to learn about it, we have to do the personal development on it, but then we have to take action and we have to put ourselves out there, and we actually have to attempt trying the new skill to be able to learn it. And that's where failure comes in. Because the biggest thing that failure does for us is when we put ourselves out there and we do something we've never done before, and we don't do it well, and we fail in our minds, we think we failed at it. The biggest thing that comes out of that is an opportunity to learn and get better. And I think sometimes people hold themselves back because they're afraid of failure. And that's the thing. Your attitude on failure you have to really change your attitude on failure. Because if your attitude on failure is like, oh my God, I messed up, I can never try that again, I'm not going to do that again, that was scary. If that's your attitude on failure, it's going to hold you back. Your attitude on failure is, okay, that maybe didn't go so well. How can I do this better? How can I fix what I did and make it better? Or what can I learn from that situation? Failure is there for us to learn from. Obstacles are there for us to learn from. And that's how we perfect the skill. Because we learn the skill, we put ourselves out there, we either do it well or we don't, and we learn from it, and then we put ourselves out there again, and we learn every time we put ourselves out there. I've been in network marketing for almost 7 years. When I did my first presentation, I was horrible. I was sweating, I stuttered, I didn't know what I was doing, I was all over the place. I was a mess. right? 7 years later, I can go in and present like nothing. I don't even have to have notes. I can just rhyme it off my head. I could, and that's because I've spent 7 years perfecting the skill of presenting. And I have failed numerous times at presenting to learn the things that I needed to do to make it better, to be better at it. So I want to ask you guys out there who are watching right now, like what are some skills that, when you look back at learning those skills that you went, oh my God, I failed miserably like that at multiple times before I actually got it. I know for me, talking to strangers was another skill that I had to perfect. And the way that I got better at it was putting myself out there and start talking to strangers, start asking them questions. And man, did I ever screw that up a few times. So badly sometimes I was like, oh my God, did I actually say that to that person? But I learned something. And then the next time I got better, because if I did something horribly wrong, I just made sure I never did that again, and I got better at it. So to learn the skills, you've got to put yourself out there. You got to take action. You have to have the right attitude. You have to know that when you fail at something, that's an opportunity for you to learn. And it's an opportunity for you to grow. And so here's a great analogy. I love this. This is from a book that I'm reading right now. And he talks about, to get better, to master a skill, to get better. He talked about this art class. He said, so there's an art class and they were making clay pots, and the teacher divided the class into two groups. One class was to try and make as many clay pots as possible. One group was to try to make as many clay pots as possible. The other group just had to make one pot, but it had to be perfect. And that's how they were going to be graded. Each group was going to be graded, one on quantity and one on quality. And he said at the end of the class, the group that actually was working on the quantity ended up making the highest quality pot versus the group who was just trying to make the one pot that they had to make perfect. Because the group who was trying to make the perfect pot spent so much time and effort on research and learning and trying to figure out the best way to make a perfect pot, that the other group who was trying to make the quantity, through making a pot and making another pot and practicing and taking action and doing the skill and making another one and making another one and making another one, they got better and better and better at making the pots. So at the end of the class, when they did the grading, they ended up having a more perfect pot because they learned through doing, taking action, through repetition. And so I don't know if I got that analogy out as good as I did in the book, but I think you get the message, right? We have to get ourselves out there, practice the skills. Not only do we need to learn them and do the personal development around it, but we need to get ourselves out there and practicing them. The best thing you can do for a new consultant or a new business partner in your business is, after you've shown them the way, is let them get out there and go the way themselves and learn by making some mistakes and maybe having a bad presentation here or there, so that they can figure out what they need to do to get better. So if you're with me on this, if you're learning something from this, I would love to hear from you. Just give me a thumbs up or comment if there's somebody that needs to hear this. It's okay to go out and make mistakes in your business, because as long as you have the right attitude and you're learning something while you're getting out there and making those mistakes, that's what matters. And that's where you're going to find success in your business. And you're going to master those skills by taking action, getting yourself out there, having the right attitude, and repeat over and over and over again until you can do this. This whole Girlfriend's Guide business, you guys, this whole thing is a learning process for me. Doing Facebook Lives, if you haven't started doing Facebook Lives, this is a learning process. You can read all day long on how to do Facebook Lives. The only way you're going to get better at getting out here and personally branding yourself and doing these kind of live videos is by just doing it, taking action. So that is my message today, you guys. I hope that you found some value in this. We have to fail forward, and we have to fail often to really learn the process, to master the skills. And having the right attitude is going to get you to where you want to be. You're going to find success by having the right attitude, getting yourself out there, and failing your way forward and figuring it out. So thank you guys so much. If you haven't received my Be a Facebook Live Superstar to help getting you on track for learning how to do these things and how to get yourself out of your comfort zone and learning these skills. I have updated it completely. It is in my header image above. You can click on that and you can download my guide. Now, it is only going to show you the way, you guys. You have to actually go live to really experience it and learn how to do it. So definitely get over the fear, get out there and take action and do it anyways. So that's it for me. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.